Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Chelsea, and today I'm starting another weekly reading vlog. It will be week 3 of Spookoplathon, but this vlog is going to be still hopefully reading some Spookoplathon books, but my main priority, you can't tell what this is, but it's the final book and a half of the Pillars of Peace trilogy by Tom Dumbrell, because the live stream for this is next week, so I need to get a move on. I believe I'm on almost halfway through book 2 at least, hopefully. It's a bigger boy. There's like 800 pages left in this. Well, not left, there's not 800 pages left. The whole book in its entirety. I can't talk, I swear. I'm almost at the end of my day off before I go back to the office tomorrow and my brain's already frazzled. This is the complete trilogy bind up from the Broken Binding. So I've already read the first book, which was like 200 odd pages. So I have about 600 pages in, it's like roughly 600 and something pages for the final 2 books. I've already read part of the second book, but it's still a lot. So, as I can show you, I have this much left to read. So maybe I'm on chapter 9 of the second book, and I believe there's 18. So I usually work my way through like chapter wise, not always page wise. But it's not actually, it doesn't feel that scary when you say, where is it? That this is all I've got left of book 2, and then the rest of that is just book 3. But you know, so yeah, this is my main focus for this week. I'm hoping that I will get through it with plenty of time to go this week so I can read other things, because I still have many things to read. So I have started Masters of Death. If you know this from last week, then like skip ahead. But I have got 200-ish pages, maybe less now, of Vert left, which is my sci-fi prompt for Spookoplathon. I've started Masters of Death by Olivia Blake. Honestly, my talking today. Which was one that I took away with me for my weekend with my friend, because she bought the same copy of the book. And then I have this stack. This is before I even roll again. So I rolled a reflective cover or book with cracks. Couldn't find anything to do with that. Completely forgot that I had the shiny edition of Cassandra Clare coming last week. So I ended up rolling again, which meant I had to pick 2 books for that prompt, and they were Becca Rex. So I picked these 2, which were The Ravens and The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. And then when I rolled for this, I got double 6s, which meant I'd have to roll again. But because I'm doing this as I go, I thought I'd immediately roll again, otherwise I would forget what I was doing. Which added The Immortality Thief onto my TBR as my most recent purchase. So yeah, I have these 3 to try and get through as well before the end of the month. So I need to use all of the reading time I've got, which already I'm slacking because I haven't read today. I've had today off. I have changed the bed, put some washing away, brought up more clean washing, emptied the dishwasher, reloaded the dishwasher, done the food shop, all the fun stuff. And now I'm cooking tea while Jack is on the phone with the life insurance people. So that's fun. But yeah, that is it. My main focus is this, and then anything else I read this week will be a bonus. This has to be done this week, so I'm going to take it downstairs where Jack is currently playing a game once he comes off the phone. So yeah, this is my main priority for this week, which means that police person is very loud. With this being my main focus, because I have such a drive to read everything else I want to read, obviously, because I want to get back to spooky books as well. I am enjoying this. Do not take this as I'm not enjoying this. I am enjoying this, but because it's October, I want to be reading like the spooky books. I mean, the Immortality Thief, my sci-fi books are not spooky in the slightest. Well, that one possibly is, I think. But I want to get back to like reading The Ravens and Masters of Death and books that are like this sort of, you know, season. But I will be reading spooky books carrying on into November probably. Clear Your Shit has just dropped the prompts and I'm very excited because I'm already planning what I kind of want to pitch into each section. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I don't really have much else to babble on about. Actually, I probably do, but right now I don't. But yeah, so taking this downstairs to concentrate on this, and hopefully I will get through some of it. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave this here, and I will come back to talk to you tomorrow. Back in the office tomorrow after 4 days. Well, technically only 2 days off because Friday, Monday. But yeah, back in the office for 3 weeks, and then I'm off for a whole week with my mum, so I'm very excited about that. And yeah, we'll see if I get to work from home this Thursday as well, because that seems to be the current thing that is always up in the air at the minute. But yeah, I'm babbling. I'm going to stop. I'm going to take this downstairs, hopefully read some of this tonight, even if it's just a chapter, anything to get me closer to the end goal, ready for the live stream next week, because we cannot push it back anymore. And yeah, that's it. So leave this here. I'll come back and talk to you tomorrow, and hopefully I'll have read something. See you then. Hello, happy Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Just a quick update really to say I have no updates. Or no real updates. I picked up Masters of Death last night briefly. I read like 10-15 pages before I went to bed. And I have 100 pages left of book 2 of Pillars of Peace. And I still need to read the 3rd book. And that's literally my update. I haven't really read anything else. I really want to get back to reading spooky books just because it's that month. But I haven't. I've got a headache. It's literally 20 to 9 and I'm thinking I'm going to bed basically. I'm not sure if I'm going to go to sleep, but I'm going to go take myself to bed, curl up. I don't think I'll read. Maybe I'll watch some YouTube or something. I just kind of want to chill. So I feel like this reading vlog isn't going to have a lot of reading in it because it's Wednesday and I haven't actually finished anything or particularly read anything. And I really, like, I'm just in the mood at the minute where I want to read everything but what I need to read, which is the problem when I leave things to the last minute. Because I really want to read this. I want to read this even more because this is from this season. Yeah, sure. And then there's some indie books as well that I need to smash out because I have got plans for them to be part of my indie reviews that I've got for the rest of the year, because I will get back to posting normal content, I promise. I just haven't. I was going to work from, well, I thought I was working from home tomorrow. I am now going into the office. I was hoping that way if I was working from home maybe I could film something on my lunch break. I'm now no longer working from home tomorrow, so that screwed up that plan. I really like working from home. Anyways, that's a completely different rant. So yeah, I'm gonna go put my pajamas on and go to bed. And I thought I would come and talk to you briefly about that because why not? So I will leave this here and hopefully I'll come back and talk to you tomorrow with some updates, but we'll see what happens with that. So I'll talk to you then. Hello everyone and happy Friday. So I haven't spoken to you for a couple of days. I do actually have a book update. I finished a book this week and I'm just going to hold this whole thing up because it's part of this. It is the Pillars of Peace book 2, which was No Place for Peace by Tom Dumbrell. The second book in the Pillars of Peace trilogy. I enjoyed it. It was 3 stars. The ending was where it kind of ramped up for me. I really enjoyed the ending. There was a lot of things that came to fruition. And I feel like there's a lot more character arcs in that book compared to the first one, and we get introduced to more of the world and the politics and stuff, which I really enjoyed. I need to read the 3rd one now by Tuesday next week for the live show, and I believe I have high hopes for the 3rd book because I've already seen it's got multiple points of view in it, so I'm hoping that that's going to be the one for me. So that means I've got this much left of this whole bind up, which is roughly about 300 or 300 and a bit pages, 320-ish pages, I think. And then that will be that whole trilogy done. So I'm making progress there. And I have also been reading more of Vert. because I put old Dice Sprints on last night, managed to finish that, and then I read some more of this. I'm now over 200 pages in, so I think I'm over halfway. It looks like I'm over halfway. It's still a whole mind kerfuffle thing. I think this is a really cool book though. There are some bits that make me kind of uncomfy. It says on the blurb that Scribble has lost his... my neighbour's just come back. I don't think he doesn't stare at me with my camera. Scribble has come back and he is searching for his lost love, but his lost love is actually his sister, and it's a little bit uncomfy for that, but otherwise I'm really enjoying it. The idea of feathers being drugs and all sorts of things is really cool. I will say, do not expect this story to be... It is linear, but it's very confusing, but that's to be expected because it's written from the perspective of someone who does a lot of drugs and stuff, so their memory's a little bit all over the place when it comes to remembering things. But the most exciting thing is this Locked Library Halloween box. Like, hello, they changed the colour and everything. Like, how cool is that? So this is a subscription that I pay for. I pay for all my subscriptions by myself, obviously. But actually, now I've shown you this, let's just open it. So we have this modified Halloween box, which I love because it's orange, and orange is my favourite colour anyways. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Look at the little key. It's got like a little face in it. It's like a pumpkin, which is very cool. I like the black stickers. I mean, the stickers are usually black and pink, but I like the black and orange stickers. And they've got them on here as well. I like that the thought has gone into this because I don't know of any other box that puts like this level in, changes things. Yeah, so they wrap every book. It's got another sticker on it that says shush, I'm reading. Ooh, I think it is the right book. The Book of Witches. So I saw this guess, look at that, on a spoiler page that I follow because I do like to keep up with my spoilers at the minute just to see if I want to keep subscribing basically. So this is a book, it's called The Book of Witches, and it is, by the looks of it, like an anthology. There's some really cool names on here. So we've got Ken Liu, who wrote the Grace of the Dynasty series. Do I recognise anyone else on here? C.L. Clarke I recognise, Garth Nix I recognise, Andrea Stewart, Fonda Lee. There's some very cool names in here. So I think this is just like a bind up of witchy stories, which is very cool. There is a letter in there from, I'm guessing, the editor, because obviously it's usually an author letter. Wow. And then we have some foiling, and then the spine, which will match all the other books. This is very cool. A pinch of fairy tale, a measure of myth, a dash of lore, a hint of horror, add twig of broom and hair of cat, a hint of magic, the wing of bat, then brew beneath the darkest moon, so witches will be with you soon. In this spellbinding short story collection, award-winning editor Jonathan Strahan brings together tales both enchanting and terrifying by modern masters emerging voices of sci-fi and fantasy. Featuring illustrations of Alyssa Winans and witches, wicked, good, and everything in between, this anthology is sure to cast a spell on you. This is cool. It's even got like they said, little illustrations throughout, which is quite cool. Right, so there you go. That's the October book for that. So that's cool. I like the cover as well. That's very... I can't say cool too much. It looks good. Then I've got a parcel, which I think is a novella, if I'm correct. Ah, it is! It's The Crown of Omens by E.J. Double. So this is his newest release. It is a novella in the A Blood and Steel story saga, and we did a readathon for this ages ago. Oh wow, I love that sticker. How cool is that? That's so cool. And he kindly signed it to me. Your writing is so neat, Ethan. Oh my gosh. A true champion of the indie community. A true champion of the indie community. Happy adventures. That means so much to me. Oh, look at this cover. I can't wait to get to this. So if you didn't know, I also interviewed Ethan. I'll link it up here for you in case you missed it. If the angle's changed, it's because I've just had to plug you into charge. He writes, obviously, this. There are 2 main novels in the A Blood and Steel saga story. This is the first novella. And then he also has Grimdark Fairy Tales, which is Gold, Lock and Key, which I'm partway through already. And Realm of the Prophets, which is the Crescent Moon, which I've already read and reviewed and I really enjoyed. So I'm very excited to carry on with this series. I adore his writing. I don't know what it is. Actually, I do know what it is. He's just got a beautiful way of writing. I absolutely adore it. So thank you, Ethan, so much for sending me a copy of your newest book. I can't wait to get to it. I'm very, very excited about that. And then finally, we have got the monthly box, I think, for Illumicrate. I believe this is our October book. Oh, yeah, it's very foily. Because they don't do bags anymore. It comes like this. This reminds me of the Grimm sisters, but I don't think, no, it's not a naked hardback. So this is After the Forest by Kell Woods. It's got a very foily cover. Oh my gosh, look at that. And these, oh, look at the edges. Oh, that's pretty. That's very, very pretty. Oh, we've got end papers. Oh my gosh, what have they done? They've gone all out with this. Look, it's got foiling. And then it just carries on round, but that spine is also stunning. Wow. You have end papers as well. Jeez. This is a very pretty book. And then different ones on the other side. I have no idea what this is. Could not tell you at all. This says, ginger, honey, cinnamon, flour. 20 years after the witch in the gingerbread house, Greta and Hans are struggling to get by. Their father and stepmother are long dead. Hans is deeply in debt from gambling and the countryside lies in ruin. Its people starving in the aftermath of a brutal war. Greta has a secret though, the witch's grimoire, secreted away and whispering in Greta's ear for the past 2 decades, and the recipe inside that makes the best gingerbread you've ever tasted. As long as she can bake, Greta can keep her small family afloat. But in a village full of superstition, Greta and her mysteriously addictive gingerbread, not to mention the rumours about her childhood misadventures, the source of gossip and suspicion. And now dark magic is running to the woods, and Greta's magic she's still trying to understand, may be the only thing that can save her if it doesn't kill her first. Well, that sounds just interesting. I like the sound of that. I will say all the pages are stuck together. Oh, there's even a little bit of a author letter in the front, which is lovely. Yeah, these pages are very much stuck together. But that's okay, we can fix that. So yeah, that is my book mail. Very excited to get to all of these, especially these 2 from subscription boxes. They are very much in keeping with this time of year, which we love. We love a good spooky book. So yeah, that's literally my update for today. And now I'm surrounded by cardboard, which I need to get rid of because I possibly have a friend coming around later. But I think we're meeting in Birmingham once Jack finishes work, so we're all going to go up some food, which would be quite nice. So yeah, that's literally it. I'm going to leave this here and I am going to carry on with my work day. I'm using this as my lunch break because I haven't actually had one yet. And then I need to obviously get ready and go out for the evening. So that'll be fun, I think. I'm going to leave this here and I will come back to talk to you tomorrow before I go out on the hen do. Hopefully. There is someone on a trampoline or a pogo stick in the rain. That's a little bit crazy. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hello everyone and happy Thursday. So it's a really good job that I'm making this a 2-week vlog because I've not talked to you all week. It's Thursday, I'm working from home. I'm about to go and start putting my lunch together, hopefully before my colleague calls me, but I wanted to come on because I've just had some book mail, and I've also just finished this, which you can't tell what it is, Where Heroes Were Born, and I've literally just read the last line, so I haven't put it through Quillpile yet. I'm thinking it's probably going to be a high 3. There's a possibility it could become a 4, but it's definitely feeling more 3. So again, if you don't know what my ratings are, 3s are still great books. They're good books, I enjoyed them. And what I can say, because obviously I can't say a lot because it's the 3rd and final book, if you want spoilers, go and watch our live from It's All About Fantasy, because we're doing the live for this tomorrow, which obviously this won't go up in time for you to see that, but I'll link it up here for you so you can see it. And me and Lisa will be doing spoilery chats, so if you want spoilery chats, come and watch that. I'm sure it'll be a really good fun time. So yeah, I've just finished this. What I can say about this book and this series as a whole actually is that I really enjoyed the character arcs throughout. We start off with pretty much just 2 perspectives, mainly just Cyrus's perspective in the first book. The second book we get some more perspectives, kind of flit around a little bit more, get more world building, and I feel like the 3rd book is where it really picks up with, we have multiple POVs, and it has also got a time jump, which I didn't realise. There's been about 5 years between the 2nd book and the 3rd book. So people have grown up a lot, there's been a lot of changes. It's quite good to see, actually, to see the characters 5 years on from where they were, and see what they've achieved. So then you can actually get an idea of where the whole story is going. So yeah, I really enjoyed, I did really enjoy this. I will say, I'm pleasantly surprised that the 3rd book engaged me more than the other 2, but I think because a big part of my reading is often, if it's got multiple POVs, it's more likely to grip me, and I think that is what happened with the 3rd book. So yeah, I think that's gonna come out well. I'm glad I finished it. I'm glad I finished it in time for the live show, because I hadn't originally finished it in time for the live show. And I now have 2 other books. This is a pre-order, and I believe this is an ARC for a book tour that I am going to be doing some content for at the very start of November. So I need to get a crack on with that, if that is what I think it is. And this is my signed edition of, oh, I really love the colour, A Curse for True Love by Stephanie Garber. I have not read any of this series yet, but I got a green pen, and we'll look at the undercover as well. But I did originally have a special edition of the first one. Couldn't get a signed special edition of the second one to match the Fairy Loot one, so I just gave up. And I've been buying the Waterstones special editions. Oh, I got the dagger, look at that. So there are like 4 different hidden covers, I think, and I've got the dagger. So I'm very excited about that. That looks very pretty. I can't tell you anything about this because 1, I haven't read the first book, and 2, I can't tell you anything about this either because I don't want to spoil myself for the 3rd and final book. But I am hoping that I will manage to just start, like, maybe, I say I would love to binge them, but I'm not really a massive binge reader. Reading the 2 books in this was bingey enough for me, and even then I was like, oh, I'm not sure if I want to just dip into something else. But it was a good time. And is this, yes, this is what I wanted. So I am part of the book tour for The Darkness Before Them, which is book 1 in Matthew Ward's new series. This is a finished copy. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so excited. So I am doing some content. Oh, I've actually got the thing as well. Yeah, this is a finished copy. I've actually got some content planned for the 1st of November, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I need to put together some of the stuff for it so that we can get that going, but I'm very excited. Thank you so much, and I'm so excited to be a part of this. So excited. So this says, set in a world of ancient myth and dangerous magic, The Darkness Before Them begins a heart-pounding adventure in which a thief dares to seek vengeance and finds herself on the path to war. These are dark times for the kingdom of Kalad? As the magical mists of the Vale devour the land, the populace struggles beneath the rule of ruthless noble houses and their uncaring immortal king. Cat doesn't care about any of that. A talented thief, she's pursuing one big score that will settle the debt that destroyed her family. No easy feat in a realm where indentured spirits hold vigil over every vault and treasure room. However, Cat has a unique gift. She can speak to those spirits and even command them. She'll need every advantage she can get. Cat's not a hero, she just wants to be free, to have her old life back. But as rebellion rekindles and the war for Calad's future begins, everyone, Cat included, will have to pick a side. Well, I'm going to be picking this up today because I need to read this well before the first so I can formulate some questions for it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Because the first book that I knew about Matthew Ward, so Matthew Ward also wrote a series called the Legacy Trilogy, and I won a copy of Legacy of Ash, and I got that signed once, so that's very, very cool. Let me just confirm. So this publishes on the 9th of November in paperback. There is a special edition hard copy on the broken binding. I don't know if at this moment when this goes live that is still available, but they did do a special edition. I did see that. But yeah, this is also a UK author, being published by Orbit. So excited. Look at this cover. Can we just... I'm so excited to get to this. So I need to go finish making my lunch. I need to do my core pile and do some more work. And then I will be diving right into that. Which means, I think, that we will no longer be doing my Spookopoly-thon rolls, which is very sad. I think what I'm going to do is see if I can fit the 3 books that I ended up with from my Spookopoly-thon board into my Clear Your Shit TBR, which I need to film and get up for you. But there's gonna be no actual... I think I'm hoping that my comeback to YouTube for 2 videos a week will be in November. I'm hoping that yeah, as I'm filming this next Thursday, so this should go up on the Monday, then hopefully on the following Thursday I'll have my Clear Your Shit TBR or like my MBR up, because it's a 2-month readathon. And yeah, we're just gonna see how that goes. I'm hoping to complete that. I obviously need to finish Vert, but I haven't started any of the others, so this is now taking priority, and then I will finish Vert as well. Or I might put this off for a day and see if I can finish Vert today. I might do that, because then I've finished Vert and I can do my review for that and put that up as well, because I do really want to finish this. I feel bad. This was a review copy that I got sent. It's already out. If you wanted to get this edition, by the way, you actually can. You can go and get this edition. I believe it's on sale now. And I really like this cover, so that's really exciting. So yeah, I need to finish this off. I've only got this much left though, so it's not that much. I think it's just over 100 pages or so. Well, it's like probably like 160 pages left, but it's quite a fast read, so we'll see. Maybe I'll read this today, carry on with that, see how I get on with that, and then if I can finish that today / early tomorrow, then I can move on to Matthew's new book, because obviously I want to finish that as well. I want to try and make sure that I'm cutting down on how many books I have still currently reading, and I've got some Spiffbo books that I need to read, and there's a lot going on, so I need to do my lunch first. That's my first priority. So I'm going to shut up, I'm going to go do that, and I will come back and talk to you maybe later, probably tomorrow though, and Jack's on a night shift tomorrow, so maybe we'll stay up and do some reading. I don't know, we'll see, but I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hello everyone, and happy Friday. I'm working from home. I'm pretty sure I wore this the other day. We are ignoring it. I filmed a video. It's a mess in here. So my plan now really is that I'm still working, but as I'm pottering around my house, I have so much to fix and tidy and clean. But apparently I want to sort out my library, because this is where context. My mum is coming to stay with us for a week next week. She arrives a week on Sunday. So not next week, the week after, whatever. This room currently cannot have the bed down in it. And my house looks like a bomb has hit it. And I still have painting to do. And I still have things to buy so that she can actually stay with us. It's a lot. But I've decided today that instead of painting... Well, I filmed a vlog. A vlog? No, this is a vlog. I filmed a book haul, which I don't really know when that's going up. Like, let's be honest. Pretty sure it should have gone up like this week if I wanted it to go up this week. Yep, should have gone up yesterday. Didn't. So maybe if I can like edit and stuff, I might post it today, tomorrow, over the weekend before I put this vlog up on Monday. Because next Thursday, so that's the idea of like what I want to upload. I want to upload on like Thursdays, I think, would be my Clear Your Shit TBR. And I would like to be able to see most of the books that I want to read. So to do that, I need to sort my shelves out because they are a mess. Like, awful. Absolutely awful. Yeah. So that's kind of my idea now, if I'm honest, is to kind of reorganise my shelves a little bit, put some stuff in storage, take some stuff off my shelves because I've got all sorts of rubbish on them. And then I can bring up the book pots that I'm keeping, which is all of them, from downstairs, and I can place them on my shelves and organise my bookmarks, and then I can carry on. But does anyone else get to the point... Well, now I'm overwhelmed by mess, because originally I was like, well, I'm just going to shuffle some things around, and it's never that easy. I also want to finish Vert today, so I can get started on The Darkness Before Them by Matthew Ward, because that's coming up quick and fast, and then I've got a live show tonight with Lisa, and I'm working, and I need to go and get Jack a birthday card, because I have not got him one yet, and it's 12:30, so I could go and get one now, because my boss is in meetings. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll put some socks on, run to Morrison's. I have got food in the fridge, but I kind of don't want it. I shouldn't have made pasta when I made pasta. That pasta, I made like a pasta salad thing. It is great. I actually really like it. But, I don't want it. And Jack's away, so he's not eating it because he's working for someone today and he's getting fed. So it's just sat in the fridge at the minute. But yeah, we'll go do that. We'll go get Jack a birthday card and wrap his present and stuff, because I'm pretty sure he's already seen it. I hid it in a drawer that he never looks in, and then last night he decided to look in the drawers of which he never looks in. And I showed him the drawer that it was in. I said, look, what you're looking for is not in here. And I'd wedged it, so I only pulled the drawer out part way. And then he pulled the whole bloody thing out. And yeah, I'm pretty sure he saw it, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So yeah, let's do a quick... This is what my shelves currently look like. Don't judge me. Or do. It's fine. I'm very blurry there. I'll take that out. So currently, this is what we're looking like. We've got all sorts of stuff everywhere. That is a Lucas the Spider. That is a Lucas the Spider. Yes, I have two. Then we've got double stacks and rubbish and double stacks and the TARDIS. More double stacking, more mess. Books that are going but haven't sold, so are just there. More books, more mess, and more mess, and trash. So yeah, that is what we're currently looking like. Love that for me. Really, really do. Really, really do. So yeah, let's go. Oh, my emails are going off. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, I'm gonna go and sort out Jack's birthday and then come back and hopefully sort some of this mess out, and we'll see how we go. I'll catch up with you then. Well, maybe again, I don't know. We'll see how the day goes. I might just talk to you tomorrow. Hello everyone and happy Monday. So this vlog is actually finishing later than planned. Is anyone surprised? No, not really. So it's Monday. I have been out today. I've had a bit of a weekend. We did the live show on Friday for It's All About Fantasy, and that went really well. I really enjoyed it. We spoke for a very long time because we had 2 books to read, and we are now going to be reading A Study in Drowning for November. Well, October, November. The live show for this will be on Lisa's channel. I am going to be starting this at the start of November, so that'll be fun. I finished multiple books actually while I'm here, which is the point. So I've actually finished, did I finish 2 or did I finish 3? Definitely finished 2. And I've actually finished like 8 books so far this month. I've only got tomorrow left, so I don't think I will actually be finishing anything else. But that's really good going for me, actually. So I'm quite proud of myself for that. I finished Where Heroes Were Born by Tom Dumbrell, which is the 3rd and final book in the Pillars of Peace trilogy. And then, what else did I read? Because my brain apparently doesn't work. Oh, I finished 3 books since I spoke to you. So I finished Vert by Jeff Noon, which was very kindly sent to me by Angry Robot Books. And I gave that... was it 4? Yeah, I gave that 4 stars. I really enjoyed this book. Now, it is a mind muddle, is the PG way that I put it. I really love the dystopian Manchester. I really enjoyed reading from Scribble's point of view. Didn't enjoy the incest so much, but you know, personal preference. But I really enjoyed how driven Scribble was to go and find his sister. And I liked how it ended as well. So I gave that 4 stars. I then finished Down Below Beyond by T.A. Bruno. And this is a standalone indie sci-fi book written by T.A. Bruno, obviously. I gave this 4 stars as well. We are following our main character, Lefort. And he is a prospector on this world, which basically means you go and you look for trinkets and you make money obviously by selling those to like pawn shops essentially, and he stumbles upon some what is called Beyonder technology, which is bad and wrong in his society, and his world kind of spirals out from there. I really enjoyed it. The world is rich as always. T.A. Bruno has such an amazing talent for writing sci-fi books. I've got no idea how he does it, but I really enjoyed that one. Then the 3rd book I've actually finished is A Dagger in the Dark by Tom Dumbrell, which is the novella prequel for Pillars of Peace, and I gave that 4 stars. It is my favourite book that he has written out of the 4 that I have read, and it is a prequel following Roscoe, who is one of the characters shown throughout Pillars of Peace, and it's his origin story of where he basically comes from and how he becomes who he becomes. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really well written. It was really good fun, and it was nice to see as well. So yeah, I'm glad I managed to finish those 3 books. That takes my total for this month up to 8. I'm still slacking quite a lot on pages because I think I'm very close to the camera, sorry. I'm still slacking on pages because the books that I've been reading this month are all a lot shorter. So far this month I've only read 2,278 pages. My best month is 3,058. I am miles behind where I want to be book wise. I am miles behind where I usually am for pages. I'm at least 10,000 pages short of where I have been kind of for the past 2 years, because obviously we're in 23. I started using Goodreads properly in 2020. Well, I started using it in 2019, and then I started reading it even more obviously in 2020 because I had nothing else to do. So in that year I read 75 books and like 29,000 pages, and I just have I read 76 books in 21 just, but 22 I think was less, and I'm just I'm at 51, 52. What am I at? Can't remember. Not very good, is it? I am at 54 even, but I'm 28 books behind schedule in order to hit 100 books. So am I going to reach 100 books this year? I don't think so. I do have all my Sphinx books that I need to get through though before December, so that should be another like 4 or 5 books to bolster up my ratings, and I have a couple of novellas that I've got my eye on to read as well, so maybe I could push up my numbers if I did like a weekend of just reading novellas. But as it currently stands, this weekend we've got a wedding celebration for one of Jack's friends, and then my mum arrives on Sunday afternoon, and then I've got a very busy week next week. I'm going to London, I'm going to see family, I'm going shopping because my mum lives in France, and there's things in France that you can't, there's things in the UK that you can't buy in France, so she wants to stock up on like things like gravy, which is bonkers. And then we're going to see family over the weekend after, and I will be home on Sunday, and then I think it doesn't calm down, because then the weekend, I'm not away on the weekend. The week after I go to London for 3 days, then I have the weekend off, and the week after that I go back to London for another day. So it's a lot, but it's fine. It'll be fine. November is apparently going to be a very London heavy month, which means only one of those trips I'm actually taking the train. The other two I'm driving, because it is kind of easier and a little bit cheaper for me to drive. So yeah, that'll be fun. So reading wise, bearing in mind I want to do Clear Your Shit and like smash it and try not to double up on prompts. Don't know how that's gonna go, but yeah. So Saturday, so yeah, did the live show on Friday. Saturday I was off all day. Jack had a stag do. He didn't roll in until like gone 2 o'clock in the morning. And then Sunday we went out with my friend. Actually, that was only yesterday, wasn't it? We went out with my friend came round. Well, actually I went out with 2 friends, and the first one was very impromptu. It was arranged at like 7:30 in the morning, and I went and had breakfast with one of my longest friends and her mum. We had a very lovely time, and then I came back and my uni friend was here, and we carved pumpkins and watched Hocus Pocus, and then we went out for Nando's and we did an escape room, which was so much fun. And then today I've actually had off work, and I took my sister into Gloucester, of all places, because she wanted to go see the Trolls movie, so we had to get the special edition cups. Hers has got Poppy, mine has got Baby Guy Diamond, I think that's what he's called. He was just the coolest one that I wanted, because he's like kind of let's beauty guru this up a little bit if it'll focus. I'm not sure if it will. There you go. He is kind of like almost translucent with sparkly glittery bits in him, so that's good fun. So yeah, he's got very funky glasses, which I also greatly love, I have to say. He's very cool. So yeah, I got one of these things, and then we went clothes shopping. I talked her out of a couple of things, and then we went to Waterstones, and she bought 3 books, and I actually just was wandering around, and I found this, and I don't know much about this, and it's been a very long time, I think, since I've actually wandered around, found a book I've never heard of, and thought, this sounds cool. So this is called A Clockwork River by J.S. Emery. Oh, just plunge in from the Times, and this says, Lower Rumsford is a city far removed from its glory days. On the banks of the great river Rum, its founding fathers channeled the river's mighty flow into a subterranean labyrinth of pipes, valves and sluices, a feat of hydraulic prowess that would come to power an empire. But 1,000 years have passed since then, and something is wrong. The pipes are leaking, the valves are stuck, the sluices silted, and the once torrential Rum has been reduced to a sluggish trickle. The fortunes of the Locke family, descendants of the city's most celebrated engineer, are similarly reduced. In a once fashionable quarter of the once great city, siblings Samuel and Bryony Locke are about to be drawn into a web of ancestral secrets and imperial intrigues as a ruthless new power arises. And the thing that kind of pulled me in was the fact that the Times said, "Oh, just plunge into this hydropunk fantasy novel, will you?" Grimdark said it's delightfully weird and clever, and it just, I haven't heard of it. It was published in 21. I've got no idea anything about this. I literally saw this spine on the shelf and I was like, oh, that's shiny, and Head of Zeus, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll check that out. And yeah, it sounds like a good time, and I wanted to try it. And like I said, it's been a very long time, and also I bought it with points, so technically it was free. And I took my sister's points because she doesn't have a card yet. She is 9. So I got points off her. She spent like 26 quid. So that was fun. But it just sounds like a really good time. And it's something different as well, which I am kind of looking forward to trying. I don't know. I know I have enough things on my shelves to read by myself, so I probably don't need any help at all. But it is what it is. I'm going to have to look it up as well, just to see This is when I find out it's a terrible book and no one likes it. 3.25 ratings. It's under 100 ratings. Okay. No one I know has read it. Well, no one I follow on Instagram, on Goodreads, has read it. That's interesting. It's classed as fantasy, fiction, steampunk, sci-fi, and urban fantasy, and adult. But I want to know what the 1-star is, because I'm really nosy. I am babbling, but I'm just... At just 20 pages... I have no stamina for another 700 pages. It reads like a children's story. Oh, maybe I will enjoy it then. I'm looking forward to trying it. Someone called it a Marmite book, so we'll see how I feel. But yeah, right, I'm gonna stop babbling. I'm finishing this vlog here because it's late anyways, because it's currently 6:30 as I'm filming this. Hopefully I'll get it up tomorrow for you guys. Then on Wednesday I have got a live stream with Matthew Ward about his newest release coming out later this month. So I need to kind of make a thumbnail so I can actually post a link and send some questions through to him to get that started. And I'm going to sit and do all that now, I think, just so that because I'm here, and if I move I will probably never get it done. So we're going to sort that out. Get that ready to go, get this ready to go. If you have enjoyed this vlog, I really hope you have. Please give it a thumbs up, really supports me on my channel. Leave me a comment down below of something you're looking forward to doing in November, because this is the last vlog of October. Tomorrow is Halloween. I will be sat at home by myself watching something probably on the TV and answering the door to trick-or-treaters. So in November I'm really looking forward to my mum coming over, and because we've got so many things planned. So let me know if you want to leave me an emoji. Leave me sparkly emojis for Trolls, because it's cheesy, but it was a good film. And if you want to see more of me, please consider subscribing down below and ring that notification bell to get notified every single time I upload new videos. I'm a bit sporadic at the minute, but I'm trying to get back into it, so yeah, just stick around and see what happens. But otherwise, that is everything from me today. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye!